Hello.
Ah, there you are. So, first things first, I need to say, well, thank you.
Glad I could be of service.
And we are exceedingly grateful for it. It's just the situation you set right with the trackers. It's one we don't want to find ourselves in again. Luckily, we have someone, our founding donor in fact, who has offered to reach out to the Alliance, ensure their good behavior going forward. Before she does, however, she's asked for the details of what exactly occurred. I've already shared my own insights, but, well, she wants to talk to you too. Is that something you might be amenable to?
That's all you need? Sure, I can talk to her.
Ah, she'll be pleased to hear it. Head to Aquila City in the Cheyenne system. Check in with Justin Sneed, her security chief. And I would ask you to try and be polite. She's the only reason we're here.
Tower's closed. Come back some other time.
I was told to check in with you. I'm Mara. I'm the one who helped out the Ilios retreat.
You're them, huh? I've got 2 rules for this little meeting. Rule number 1, you're not to share anything you discuss up there. This is a private matter, and we're going to keep it that way. Rule 2, you decide to get playful with that weapon, we're going to have serious problems. Think you can abide by those?
I can handle it.
Good. Miss Lance is waiting upstairs. You can go on up.
And that must mean you don't have anything to fear from me.
Take a seat. Okay.
Now, you may already know who I am.
Raisha Lance, CEO Laredo Firearms. And you I know all about. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for the retreat. Truly, it's a project that's near and dear to my heart.
You're the person responsible for the retreat? The CEO of a weapons manufacturer?
I'm not the sole donor, but yes, the retreat is a project I've been trying to foster for some time now. My attempt to improve the plight of humanity, even if just in a minor way. Which is why I'm so thankful for your intervention on its behalf.
You're quite welcome.
Now, I presume Nevin already got you up to speed. I need details before I talk to the heads of the Trackers Alliance. Make sure their members understand the retreat's off limits. So if you don't mind, I'd like to just jump right into it. Lily here will be taking notes as we go. Now, Nevin said all the various incidents afflicting the retreat, they all stemmed from this pair of rogue bounty hunters. Do I have that right?
We found evidence to that effect, yes.
Good. Lily, make sure we get a copy of all that, will you?
Yes, Ms. Lance.
But Nevin did say you managed to get those 2 to leave the retreat alone. You mind my asking how you accomplished that?
I tried negotiating with them, but they attacked me. I had to put them down.
I'm sure that couldn't have been easy. I appreciate you putting yourself in danger like that. I'm interested in the details, though. How exactly did it all play out?
It was a tough scrap. Those hunters knew their way around a weapon.
Not known for being pushovers, that's for damn sure. Guess we got lucky you aren't either. So, only other thing I wanted to ask, and I'm just looking for an opinion here, is there anything in your eyes that could have been done to prevent this happening?
Having a bunch of criminals running around in a place like that is only going to end in tragedy.
Hey, I thought those were some pretty reasonable people we dealt with back there.
We're all entitled to our opinions, I suppose. Just as I'm entitled to ignore it. But that should give me enough to present to the Alliance. Thank you for making the time. Now, what you did, well, it deserves something more than just a couple of firm thank yous. Here, I want you to have these. They're a rare make, but I think you've earned it. Now, Was there anything else you wanted to talk about before we went our separate ways?
How are you going to get the Trackers Alliance to play ball?
You make lots of friends in my position. Friends in the Freestar Collective, friends in the UC. The sort of people with influence over things. Like, say, how much a locality is allowed to spend on Alliance contracts each quarter. When the Alliance heads grasp that it's better for us all to be friends, I expect they'll leave the retreat well enough alone.
What made you want to get involved in the retreat in the first place?
It's something that's been on my mind for a while now. How best to help the galaxy's incarcerated population. Humanity's tried plenty of bad ideas. Throwing them in jail and forgetting about them. The UC gave that a go way back when. Took all their criminals to a penal colony on Suvorov and left them to their own devices. Well, those folks didn't appreciate that sort of treatment. Took over the colony. And now we call them the Crimson Fleet. Next, we tried making them pay fines instead of going to jail. Except if you don't have the money, that's no sort of improvement at all, is it? Bad idea after bad idea. I thought it was time we tried something new. That's where the plans for the retreat came from. Our attempt at doing things different.
I think you're going to do a real good with the retreat.
That's kind of you. But without your help, it might have stayed just a goal. You have my sincere thanks. Now if you'll excuse me, as you've seen, there's plenty to be done.
The overtime we're gonna earn.
Just happening through our neck of the woods, stranger? Nevin told me about your summons. Our, donor wasn't too hard on you, I hope.
She was a surprisingly funny person considering her line of work.
She can be a hammer when the situation requires, but this project holds a pretty special place in her heart, so I'm sure she was feeling grateful. Well, thanks to your little chat, our donor's doing everything she can to upend the various roadblocks in our way. We're in the process of vetting more security, looking at some additional and more agreeable contractors. Whatever gets this place closer to becoming a reality. Opening's still a ways off, but we'd be going nowhere if you hadn't wandered in.
I'm just happy I could help.
That makes two of us. Thank you again, love. For you, our doors will always be open.